With the promise of gold, riches, and plunder, our adventurers follow two gray dwarfs into a so-called safe path to Velcoria. Welcome everybody to my YouTube channel. Welcome back. For those who are new, welcome. This is where I talk about my books and everything that's writing related to my books, and I talk about crafts that I've made. And before you see a diorama that I created. People also call them book nooks or book inserts. I really don't know what the real name of them is, but it's the little diorama that goes between your books and the bookshelf. So I'm going to talk about what I had before me. So what you see is the path to Velcoria. Let me go ahead and take this top part off. I was just doing it for dramatic sense. These figurines don't come with the box, just so that you know. It's just to give you an idea of depth, how big it is. These are two dwarves of mine. This is a sculpted figure that I made, and this is a Reaper Bones figure. So what I made and what I've done to this one is I used the wall insulation foam to make the stone outcroppings, and I used some hot glue and some putty for roots. I put roots on it at the top. Some spiders. So and I got a mirror in the angle back there as to show some sort of depth to the whole piece. So I didn't put a cover on it because if I were to do that, it'd be hard to see in there. But even though, it's still kind of cool. So the path to Velcoria is sort of like an adventure story that I'm working on, and I'm not going to tell too much about it, but the idea is there are certain paths that were carved by dwarves many thousand years ago, and when the Dark Elves moved to Velcoria area, they kind of took over the area and kicked out the dwarves, and so there was this fighting between the two races and so forth, and one of the paths to Velcoria is rumored to have riches and plunder and leftover armor from ancient times, and so a lot of people try to find this path, and bandits and raiders capitalize on that, and so they will make false paths so they can lay in wait and attack them. And also sometimes just creatures take over it, like you have a spider in this one. So this is just to give you an idea into my fantasy world. These little mushrooms, people harvest them and they are quite valuable. The poison that comes off of them is called Valeska poison, and it's very, very deadly. Dark elves and orcs, they use it mostly. Of course, goblins do too. And also, my main character, Ivar, he actually finds a bottle of it and uses it to kill one of his targets. Very painfully. So before you here, you have this path is for where the creatures are. They're hiding in waiting for their dinner to come. And the two dwarves you see in this picture here would be, the ones on their guide to lead these two adventurers to find plunder. Just to give you what I'm trying to portray here. Anyway, but making these boxes is quite simple. So anybody really can make them. And I encourage you to, if you're a writer, you're a creative type, or some sort of person that likes to craft things, you can do one very simply. This is just, it's cardboard, and I told you it's the foam, the blue insulation foam. I just carved it up. There is some sand that I mixed in with the foam here. There is some sand. Let's get it out of this thing. So and this is from here to down here. It's 9¼ inches long, or 9¼ inches. From here to here, 7 inches, and then from here to the back here is 9¼ inches. So you could set it in between the large hardcover books, and it'll look like a different world in between the books you have on your bookshelf, which is the purpose of a book nook. So but I really enjoyed it and had fun making this thing. It's has some weight to it. I painted it all black because it was going to be representing a dark spot in the world. So I do plan on sending this to one of my YouTube friends. So hopefully I can get a hold of them in proper timing. So, but yeah, hope you guys enjoyed this. If you guys have any questions about it, let me know. I will try to answer them as much as possible, or best as possible, sorry. And also, like and subscribe. It does help me out a lot, and I do appreciate it. If you have any comments or questions, leave it down below, and I would greatly appreciate it. Thank you very much. Have a wonderful day.